Hey guys, what's up? This is amazing CSCEC and I'm Yegor. And as we all know, in 2022, Olympic Winter Games will be held in Beijing and Zhangjiakou. But did you know
that a number of key venues were undertaken by CSCEC?
And I'm here today to show you a sneak peek of the facilities that are being set into place for the upcoming 2022 Winter Olympics. So let's dive in. Guys, we start off with the Capital Gymnasium. It was built in 1968 and has been in operation for more than 50 years. It is one of the most versatile and widely applicable gymnasiums in Beijing. This building is quite amazing with so much history and still so robust and sturdy. Let's head in. Capital Gymnasium has a total of 6 buildings and 5 ice surfaces to serve the Winter Olympics.
The renovation follows green construction concept to create best ice surface. Here we can see a renovated dehumidification and an air supply system aiding in the goal of an environmental friendly ice rink.
The first ice rink using a transcritical carbon dioxide system was created in the gymnasium on the November 11th, 2020, which will make Beijing 2022 Winter Olympic Games the first in history to use a carbon dioxide refrigerant on such a large scale. The technology used can achieve a zero emission of carbon dioxide and maintain the ice surface temperature difference within 0.5 degrees.
The recycled waste heat generated during the cooling process can save more than 1 million kilowatts of electricity per year, greatly enhancing the green attributes of the arena.
Guys, look up there. An aluminum alloy frame structure was installed on the top of the stadium, and 36 grid films of 37 square meters were hung to form a 1,332 square meters giant projection screen, creating an awesome watching experience.
What a splendid tour inside! The 53-year-old Capital Gymnasium is a landmark in Beijing. The renovation project has maintained its history and artistic value to the utmost extent. Besides this, there are more upgrading projects for us to explore today. The projects are closely following the Green Initiative and put ecological preservation, conserving resources, low carbon, and sustainable management in a high priority. Let's carry on our journey and find out more.
The Winter Sports Management Center, an inclusive training hall also known as the Ice Altar, is a masterpiece of ingenuity.
In order to create a comfortable natural lighting environment for the athletes, the exterior facade solves the problem of direct sunlight and energy saving in the ice rink area through different sizes of aluminum panels and takes into account the overall beautiful shape of the stadium. From a high level, it looks like a cross-section of an ice spot. From the side, it looks like an ice mark of short-track speed skating. It has the first ice rink adopting carbon dioxide transcritical evaporative direct cooling system in China, which can realize the conversion between the curling field and the speed skating field. The condensing heat recovery system is also applied to minimize the use of conventional energy and achieve an optimal energy saving and environmental performance.
Now let's move on to the National Indoor Stadium.
The National Indoor Stadium was one of the main venues for the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games. For the 2022 Winter Games, it will serve as the venue for men's ice hockey events and the women's ice hockey final at the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympic Games, as well as the ice sledge hockey events at the Paralympics. The new air source heat pump technology, air purification function, and large-scale ice-making system in the main venue maintain the proper humidity of the venue and ensure the stability of the ice rink.
Our next venue is the Ice Cube, also widely known as the Water Cube, and it was one of the main venues for the 2008 Beijing Olympics.
After the renovation project of curling venue for the Winter Olympics, the Ice Cube will be the first Olympic Games venue to make curling tracks in a swimming pool, and the first in the world to run both ice and water sports. Besides, the Ice Sports Center underground will serve as the supporting facilities during the Winter Olympics, and a Winter Olympic legacy to provide ice sports training and experiences for people after the Games. The stadium is composed of 3,216 various shaped bubbles of double-layer membrane structure with cavity in between. In summer, the cavity helps cool down the venue through natural ventilation. In winter, the cavity will be closed to let the venue absorb sunlight and heat, which can save over 30% of electricity. Apart from the upgrading projects, CSCEC has taken on the construction of many non-competitive venues. And here is Yanqing Winter Olympic Village. The village adopts a low-rise, high-density layout on the hillside, and the courtyards are built with a semi-open space. Over here, as you can see, a total of 6 residential areas and a community for a public life are scattered on the hill. The residential areas can provide more than 1,430 beds for athletes and accompanying team members. Yanqing Winter Olympic Village is also called Sponge Mountain Village. Through the construction of recessed green space, infiltration ditches, rainwater, storage ponds, the rainwater and sewage will be purified for reuse. After the construction is basically completed at the end of 2020, 330 native trees have been preserved as the main landscape of the Olympic Village.
And lastly, we have the museum located in Chongli of Zhangjiakou.
This museum is not only the first domestic museum with a theme of ice and snow and the Winter Olympics, but also one of the most important cultural heritage centers for the 2022 Winter Olympics. Adopting an architectural style of the integration of an ice and snow museum and a library, the project has a total construction area of over 24,000 square meters, among which the 38,606 square meter celebration square in Chongli will be constructed around. A ropeway will be set up to connect with the surrounding ski resort. Inside the Ice Museum, there are 4 functional halls: Orderly Hall, Ice Sports History Hall, Winter Olympics History Hall, Beijing Winter Olympics Hall, and 1 Ice and Snow Sports Experience Area, which will show the history and development of the world ice and snow sports.
All these venues undertaken by CSCEC are so incredible. Every venue is uniquely constructed and innovatively renovated, and yet adheres to a unison concept of a clean, green zone. Isn't that so amazing, guys? Well, I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. It was Yegor on the amazing CSCEC. I'll see you next time.